Rice farmers from the Valava left bank gathered opposite the Mayurapura Mahavali zonal office on Thursday in order to reach a solution to the water crisis. Farmers say that if steps are not taken to solve the water crisis, the paddy lands will be destroyed.
We say clearly that it is not a natural crisis. Before we started cultivating for the 2023 Yalla season, the entire irrigation department and the Mahavali authority discussed and agreed to release this water because the water in the Udavalava reservoir was not enough at that time. All arrangements had been made to take it from the Samanala. Agreements were even signed in this regard. But today the cabinet of ministers of our country have blatantly violated the agreements and thrown those agreements in the bin, leaving the entire Mahavali area to dry up.
After expressing their dissent, farmers of Mayurapura went to Ambilipitiya to join the Satyagraha launched by the farmers of the area. It's been 11 days since the farmers of Ambilipitiya launched their Satyagraha, demanding that the water from the Samanala be released into the Udavalava reservoir.
We saw yesterday that the ministers are deceiving the entire country together. The irrigation minister says that he is the son of a farmer. I'm sorry to hear that Minister Kanchana declares that he does not agree with this. Mahinda Amaravira says something completely different. We request the authorities to end this issue immediately without making the farmers helpless. Please release the water from the Samanala River as soon as possible to save our cultivation and to save our lives.
Sri Lanka's agriculture minister alleged that the farmers had engaged in cultivation disregarding the advice given.
At this time, the farmers are inconvenienced by the drought, and this is their fault. During the meeting, comments were made on the drought. I told them to cultivate on 10,000 acres or less. However, they had cultivated paddy across all the lands. There needs to be discipline among the people as well.
There are concerns as to whether the responsible authorities gave the proper advice to the local farmers. This was the advice given by Engineer Nilantha Dhanapala, the Deputy Director General of the Sri Lanka Mahavali Authority.
Back in 2003, we had to get water from streams. Things were more difficult back then. Now we have no such issues. The issue lies in the management of water. That too can be handled. We need to provide water for 50 days more. We will probably run out of water somewhere around the 1st or 2nd of September. However, we would probably experience rainfall before that. If it rains at least once, the problem would be solved. Slight rainfall is predicted in this area next Thursday. Rain was predicted today as well. However, I couldn't get that confirmed. Rainfall is also predicted for the next week. Last week's predicted rainfall suddenly changed. Strong winds almost started in Jaffna, but that too changed. If not for these changes, we would have absolutely no issue regarding the provision of water. We have to provide water for only 50 days more. Kotmale has about 120 plus acre feet of water. Let's remove 25 from that. Divide 100 by 50 rupees. That means 2 days. The maximum amount of water we can transfer from Bowatanna is 2.45 or 2.5. We can dedicate the entire Kotmale reservoir to this area. Do not worry. Cooperate with us and we know we can help you with this issue. But make sure to manage this issue well.
The schedule given by the Director of the Water Management Secretariat before the start of the Yalla season last March had assured the farmers that water will be provided until the end of the season, while the minister accuses the farmers when the officials had failed to give the correct instructions. Should the farmers have to pay themselves a compensation? Who will take responsibility for the farmlands of the Hambantota district that are currently getting destroyed?
They did not provide us with water. The cabinet agreed to destroy the livelihoods of farmers and agriculture as well. We have neither electricity nor water. The parliamentarians we voted for should face the consequences of this. Our mentalities are being negatively affected due to this. We are helpless. We spent so much on this cultivation. All our belongings have been mortgaged. What do we do now? We are very helpless now. This is an issue that should have been solved a long time ago. They always unload the problem on the people and try to get money for themselves.
Ruling party members hailing from the Hambantota district have decided to take a stand on behalf of the local farmers. SLPP MP and Deputy Parliament Speaker Ajit Rajapaksa commented on the matter at the Parliament gates.
Govi බල ප්‍රදේශක ජීවත් වෙන පුද්ගලයෙක් හැටියට මට මේ වෙලාවේ විශේෂයෙන් අපේ රජයෙන්
As a person living in a farming area, I am not satisfied with the intervention of our government at this time. Some of our ministers are acting on the advice given by some officials. We are very sorry for that. There is no justice for the innocent farmers living in our area. We are very disappointed with the support received from some ministers in the cabinet at this time. Some people may think this water problem is compensated and that this can be resolved. But saying that compensation has been paid does not provide justice. As a government, we support everything of the government and provide all the necessary support to run the country. And we need more support in this matter.
හැමදේටම සහයෝගය දෙනවා අවශ්‍ය රට කරගෙන යන අවශ්‍ය සියලු සහයෝගයන් දෙනවා. ඒ වගේම මේ ප්‍රශ්නේදීත් ඊට වඩා එකතු වෙච්ච සහයෝගයක් අපිට අවශ්‍යයි. ඒ එකතු වෙච්ච සහයෝගය තවමත් ලැබිලා නැහැ.
පාර්ලිමේන්තුව තුළ අද මේ සාකච්ඡා තියන්නත් බැරුණේ ඒ හින්දාත් දන්නේ.
I really did not know that. Only after we are ready for this will we know what the need is for this in the parliament. So let's see what will happen in the future.
ඔබතුමාගේ මේකට තියෙන පිළිතුර මොකක්ද? මොකක්ද
The water in the Samanala River should be released immediately.
Why couldn't the Deputy Speaker hold a press conference to comment on the water crisis in Parliament? These were the views expressed by MP Vasudeva Nanayakkara.
There is a conflict between the Deputy Speaker and the Speaker. That may be why such a situation arose. But it is disgusting. 30,000 farmers do not have water. All the fields will be destroyed if this water is not given. Water in the Samanala River is being saved for electricity generation. But we have a policy. First priority is for consumption. Second is for cultivation. Third is for electricity. According to those principles, at least a limited amount of water from the Samanala River should be released to the farmers of Ambilipitiya.
සීමිතව මුදාහරින්නට ඕන ඇමිලිපිටිය ගොවින්ට